Hi Tesco, I'm Giovanna Fletcher and I'm delighted to be talking to you about my new book, Billy and Me. Sophie has grown up in a very small village called Rosepont Hill, and that makes her quite naive and innocent in many regards. The ways that we are similar, I would say that neither of us really care about our appearances too much. She's fine to go through life with flour on her face, and I'm fine to go through life in my PJs, not caring who I answer the door to. Another way that we are very similar is our love of books. We're both avid readers. Two ways that we are not similar would be, I think I deal with situations a lot better than she does. I can calmly sit down and work through things and talk through things, and she sort of bottles things up and certainly has done that throughout her whole life. Another way that we're very, another way that we're different would be that she's a much better cook than I am. And I'd like to be the better cook, but unfortunately she is. Billy is everything I would like in a man. And actually, I sat down with my husband the other day because I got asked if, how Tom feels about Billy being based on him. And I said, because it's not. And his face fell. He was like, what do you mean it's not? I was like, it's definitely not you. So not my husband would be the first answer to that. And he's just sort of like a dreamy, tall, dark and handsome. He's all my favourite men merged into one to make the perfect man. But is he? Gotta leave it open. Ooh. My favourite character in the book would have to be Molly, I think. I love her. I think Molly is, she's just a lovely character for Sophie to have, and I think she's, in her life, and I think everyone should have a Molly. Molly is a real lady. I worked in a florist from the age of 13 through to 16, 17, until I could start working off licence and serve alcohol, actually, so it must be 18. Bad idea. So I used to work in a florist as their Saturday girl, cleaning buckets, and me and Molly used to run the front of the shop, and she was in her 60s. And she was absolutely fantastic. So when I started thinking about a character for Sophie to have that she could talk to about things openly and that was worldly, I didn't want her to have a sister. I wanted her to have someone outside of it. I came up with this character who was older, and Molly's kind of influenced her. So it's not completely Molly. It's not, at all. But there's certainly elements of their friendship and stuff that are based on real life. So not the character that people think.